The table where people gathered spale, where the path bends twice, once past the stone bridge and once past the oldest. Well, there is a table. It is not a grand table. It has no cloth, no candles, no place settings laid in any particular order. It is made of dark wood worn smooth by years of hands and cups, and elbows moss grows along its edges in a soft green ring as if the forest had reached out and held it. A woman sits there. Her name is Rad Hatter, and she has sat at this table for as long as anyone in Wonderland can remember. She wears a hat, tall and dark, with a brim that curves low over her eyes, and she wears it the way some people wear, quiet, not to hide, to listen. She says the hat helps her hear things that haven't been said yet. People come to her table, they do not always know why. A woman on her evening walk finds herself turning at the second bend instead of going straight. A man carrying bread home stops, sets the bread down, and sits. A child following a beetle looks up, and there is the table, and there is Rad, and there are 2 cups of tea, one for her and one already poured. Rad does not tell them why they came. She does not give advice. She does not say, you should, or you must, or let me explain. She pours tea. She sits sometimes. She says nothing at all, and the person across from her says nothing at all, and they drink their tea in the kind of silence that feels like being held. Sometimes she asks a question, just one, small and plain, like a pebble dropped in still water. When did you decide that? She might say, or who told you? And then she waits. She is very good at waiting. Behind the table, close enough to touch if he reached, there is a tree. It is the oldest tree anyone has seen, wider than 3 people standing shoulder to shoulder, with bark so deep and grooved it looks like it was carved by something patient. And in the trunk of that tree, there is a door. Not a doorway, a door set right into the wood, with edges so clean they might have grown there. No handle, no lock, no hinges, but anyone can see, just a door. The color of old honey, fitted perfectly into the living tree. No one opens it. No one tries. People walk past it every day, and their eyes slide over it the way your eyes slide over a clock you have looked at 1,000 times. It is just there. It has always been there. It does not matter. That is what everyone says. Rad never says that. Rad never says anything about the door at all, but sometimes, when the evening has gone quiet and the last visitor has left and the tea has gone cold, she turns in her seat and looks at it. She looks at the door the way you look at someone you have been waiting to hear from. And tonight, in the stillness left behind by a wind that did not come, Rad looked at the door longer than she ever had before. The door. If you watched very closely, look back.